Alrighty. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Pantheon Podcast, episode 1, hosted in the Pantheon Discord server. We got Miles at the very top right here, and Mr. Coco Fudge, I guess that's his name. And then, of course, your boy, Jack Thunder.
What's up, dude?
Alright.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to talk about generally how we got on self-improvement. So, Miles, if you want to go first.
Well, for me, I guess it started a couple years back. I started out going to boxing, and before then, I always just kind of felt like shit all the time, and that was the first time I ever felt happy. And from then on, I just kind of realized that being physically strong, doing shit like that, lifting weights, boxing, physical fitness, looking good, most importantly, of course, that's the kind of stuff that I'm into now. That's where I started out.
So, where are you at now in your self-improvement journey?
At the moment, I'm getting back into it. I took about a year off from the gym before I graduated high school because I was a shit student and I needed to focus on getting my grades up. Just barely made it. But now I work in a warehouse, so I have a very physical job and I hurt all the time. My bones and shit. Got a bad back and all that. So I figure, maybe lifting weights will, 1, make me look good again, and 2, it'll help me with my back problems. And so far it has, so that's very nice.
What's your training routine like with the gym?
Usually I only do about 2 days a week. I do pretty simple training because that's what got me big in the first place. A little over 2 years ago now, I hard dedicated myself to a dirty bulk, as some would call it. Went from about 140 pounds to 203 pounds in about 9 months.
Damn.
And I was fat, but I was very, very strong. I could squat. I got up to 325 for 4, but my most ever would be 315 for about 7 to 9 reps. And my max bench was 295 for 1.
Damn.
So now I'm just kind of doing what I did back then, except instead of doing it in my parents' basement, because they had a gym set up back then, I'm in Gold's gym, so I got machines to play with and all that. So I'm hoping to maybe build some more solid muscle, focus a little bit on hypertrophy, but my main focus is still just being strong and being able to put some weight on compound movements and shit like that.
Interesting. Do you train cardio at all?
I probably should.
Yeah, dude, your dirty bulk's gonna kill you. Bro.
Yeah, bro, fucking my resting heart rate back then was 150.
What? Bullshit.
No, I'm serious.
Insane.
150.
I'd walk up some
insane.
stairs, I'd shoot up to 200.
God damn.
It was probably in part due to my smoking habits and some of my medication.
150?
But
what the fuck? Holy shit.
yeah, it was bad.
Oh my god.
I'd be all out of breath and shit just walking up the
Has it
stairs.
improved?
Jesus.
I'd have
Is
to-
your heart rate still 150?
What's that?
Is your heart rate still 150, or has it lessened since?
No, I actually when I stopped working out, I lost quite a bit of weight. It wasn't all at once, but now I'm pretty much basically back to where I started. I'm sitting at around 152 right now, but doctor says that I got really good blood pressure, which is surprising, but I'll take it.
Your resting heart rate is 150. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
That's like keel over and die at any moment resting heart rate. Holy shit.
I don't even think that my heart rate would get up to that much back when I was physically cardiovascularly fit, you know,
Jesus,
doing an intense workout just wouldn't happen. But Nah.
Your heart was fighting
That's just-
demons. Holy shit.
Real.
That's crazy.
My
Yeah.
heart was fighting the
I'm
milk.
surprised you're alive.
I drank 40 ounces a day.
Jesus. That's like half a gallon almost. That's more than half a gallon, I think. No.
Third of a gallon.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, when I
I'm
run,
very-
my heart gets up to 150. So that's fucking crazy.
That is.
Probably shaved about 8 years off my life, but it's all
Most
right.
likely. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Alright.
totally worth it.
All right, Coco, we're going to talk about you now. So, how'd you get on self-improvement?
So this really depends on how you define it, because like in Miles' case, it was becoming more physically fit. But I have, thankfully, my father used to make me do lots of physical activities growing up, and as of now, I still do it quite frequently. And as for like the other things, like general self-improvement, like Bubble or whatever online, it was like I got on the Hamza's YouTube channel. That's where everyone starts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I listened to his videos. I took some advice, and yeah, that's where I got started in that sort of realm.
What was the first video you saw of his?
I forgot. It was years ago. It was before he even had like 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Hamza is that he calls pretty much like what's the word?
Jeffries?
I'm forgetting the term for that, whatever that is, but Jeffries, he calls like those people Jeffries, and Jeffrey happens to be the name of my retarded brother.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. I'm still thinking about the fucking 150 heart rate. Jesus Christ.
So am I.
Did you ever go to the hospital for that?
Nah, I just tanked it.
Somehow.
When
What
The
was
milk
your
kept me
body? What
alive.
was your body weight? You think, or your body fat percentage? You think when you were at 150?
I would guess probably maybe 27, but in clothes I looked pretty good. A lot of it was water weight though, because I was on creatine back then.
Probably.
But what's the word? Yeah, I couldn't see my dick when I looked down. It was bad.
Oh no,
That's crazy.
that is crazy.
All right, Coco, what's your lifting routine like, or your training routine?
For training, it's mostly just calisthenics and cardio for me. Like, push-ups, sit-ups, and like some stretches too.
What do you do for cardio?
Run around and shadow box.
I feel you. You ever boxed for real before?
I do sparring and taekwondo sometimes.
You don't do MMA?
I haven't done MMA yet.
How'd you get into taekwondo?
Way back in like 2016, my father signed me up for it, and I've been doing it since.
That's the move as a father. Signing your kid up for martial arts immediately.
Yeah, bro. Project Khabib.
Exactly.
Send my kid to the Dagestani mountains. Fuck yeah. That's what I kind of regret, that I didn't do that shit as a kid. Because, I mean, I didn't start being physically active until a couple years ago. And I really regret it because my cardio would have been a million times better. I would have been able to run like 15 fucking miles. But now it's shit. But it's getting better because I'm actually putting in effort. But
Sign up for boxing.
I mean, I do boxing
Yeah.
now. I do MMA, boxing. I'm actually training for a
Any
boxing
sort of martial
match.
arts is just a really good way to build up stamina.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you got to get your row work in, your boxing, and your running too. I've been running a
That's
lot
the most
more.
fun. That's the most fun way to do it too. Like I hate
Yeah.
running because running's just not fun. But hitting a bag, that's
It's
pretty
not.
fun. Hitting somebody else, that's also pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, boxing like without headshots is pretty fun, but like getting hit in the head, like after like once you get a headache and shit, and like I feel like genuinely stupid after like I lose a few IQ points. Like I just feel like knocked in the head.
I got punched in the head one time, and it felt like I got stabbed in the brain.
What's up, Coco?
And like kicks are so inaccurate.
What now?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
so what I was saying earlier was that in Taekwondo, like we don't punch each other in the face; we only kick, and like you have to be really good at kicks in order to land it on the head.
Yeah, one of my friends from where I used to live did Taekwondo. He I was watching a tournament of his. I don't know if he ever competed, but he talked about how he got hit in the face and then he got like a flashbang. It felt like he just like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
I remember my first time getting hit in sparring. I fucking it was because I was talking some mild shit to the coach, not being serious, of course, just having some fun. And he's like, "Oh, you wanna step in the ring then?" I was like, "Oh, of course," because I wanted to get better and all that. The very first thing that happens is he hits me with a hook, and I didn't feel it, but my vision cleared up, and I was like keeled over. I was still standing up, but I was just completely bent sideways.
Oof.
That man hit hard.
Yeah.
He apologized after. Apparently, he was actually pretty annoyed. 14-year-old me had some skill.
Like one time I was in sparring and I was kicking someone and they like checked my block with their like knee and it caused it to hurt a lot and there's still a mark from it and he is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Yeah.
Have you ever done any tournaments with Taekwondo?
I have. I haven't scored really high though, because the only ones I've done is nationals, and that's like people from the entire country go there.
You didn't score high?
I didn't spar in nationals because my mother said no, you shouldn't do it, and I didn't. I just did forms.
What does that mean?
Forms are like these preset like sets of moves you do, like you step one way, punch and kick. It's like a training thing.
Combos, basically.
Yeah, combos.
All right. So Miles, what does your diet look like right now for your fitness stuff?
Currently, at this very second, it's a very soft foods diet because I just had teeth pulled. But normally I just have. I try to be really clean about it. That's something that I've gotten pretty into. I have 4 eggs in the morning. I got a smoothie with some strawberries, carrots, bananas. Carrots don't add a whole lot of vegetable flavors to the smoothie, but they give you that serving of vegetables, you know? So it doesn't hurt to add them. For lunch, I just have like 8 ounces of beef, no rice, just beef. Just beef. I love my meat, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
And it's not really, it's kind of, because I kind of hate cooking now because of my schedule. So
I feel you.
I'm back on the milk. I drink 36 ounces of 2% milk every day. Well, no, it was 2%. I'm back on the whole milk.
What does that do?
Yeah, I've always liked whole milk.
What was that again?
What does the milk do for you?
Yeah, I've always liked drinking whole milk because I've personally struggled with gaining weight instead of losing it.
That's part of the reason I consume milk. Because back when because I was one of those kids that couldn't gain weight either. But then I found this guy. His name's Eric Bugenhagen, he helped me get over my eating disorder, and one of the things that he preached was milk and bagels. Basically, it's just super easy shit to consume. Doesn't fill you up that much, aside from 40 ounces of milk, of course. That'll fill you up pretty good if you drink it all at once. But yeah, shit like that. Dried fruits, nuts. Love nuts. What else? Basically, I'm just trying to get like as much easy to eat healthy shit that I can, because obviously you can gain weight if you just eat like a shit ton of pizza and fucking chips and all that. But
yeah, the dirty bulk.
What you really want is stuff that's good for your heart.
Yeah, we don't want the 150 a heart rate.
Despite all my healthy eating habits and heart healthy habits, my heart was still not doing so good.
Damn.
But let's see, what else do I eat? I eat about 40 grams of peanuts every day because, one, they're really good and they're very, very cheap. It costs like you could get a month's worth of peanuts for like $8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat a lot of peanuts too. I eat a lot.
And the what's the word? What else? Dried apricots are good. Any dried fruit works really, but dried apricots are good. Raisins are even better, honestly. I prefer raisins, but dried apricots also have quite a bit of vitamin A in them. Something that you also get from carrots. Also, tons of fiber, which is a bit hard to get when your main meals are eggs, meat, and milk. So I got to take my fiber when I can get it so I can actually shit straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Hell, I eat so healthy that my shit don't even stink.
Hey.
Yeah, that's gross.
Smells better when I walk out.
That's crazy.
fucking
That's
nasty.
crazy.
All right.
You'd be surprised.
I'm not trying to.
I would.
All right, Coco. Let's hear about your diet.
It's mostly just like, first there's peanuts. I eat a lot of those, and I drink a lot of milk too. I also eat a lot of egg and cheese and bread. That's mostly it. I think I need more things, but I think that's just mostly what I eat.
Pro tip, dark chocolate. That's something I forgot to mention. Like real dark chocolate, 85% and up. Tons of fiber. It's got some good vitamins in it. I'm not quite sure what the vitamins are because the label doesn't tell me, and I can't retain that information when I look it up. But also apparently releases like some kind of, it does something in your brain where it basically just makes you feel good and helps you relax a little bit. So it's good to eat before you go to sleep.
I see.
Sorry, y'all. I'm writing some topics down for the fucking podcast.
For the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Wait, let me check chat. What else did you write? Oh, is that for the next episode?
I can do whatever. I'm using ChatGPT right now, bro. Not really. I'm thinking of some of these, but all right. Oh, I fucked it up. Fuck. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to think of a question here.
Just
No pressure.
read the notes and ask the question.
All right. I'm trying to think. Okay, Coco. What would you say to someone who's just starting on self-improvement?
Discipline. Be disciplined and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is by far one of the most important things on self-improvement, because there are going to be a lot of times where you just don't feel like doing something, but you inherently know that doing that is going to be good for you in the long run. So do it even if you don't feel like doing it, you know? That's the most important takeaway, really.
All right, Miles, do you have any input?
I believe something that's very important is one, knowing why you want to improve in the first place, and two, having something specific in mind. Because if you just want to overall improve, then it kind of leads to you just trying and trying without really knowing where you're going. Even if you have direction, it feels much easier if you are working towards something specific. Because then you can, gauge your progress and all that. You can see how far you've come.
Yeah.
I see.
Fuck, I had a question. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Read the notes.
Bro.
Do I need to
I just woke up, bro. No. I got it. All right. We're going to do a little bit of introduction because I totally forgot about that. Okay, so Miles, I want you to introduce yourself. Who you are, what you do, how old you are, stuff like that.
I'm a 19-year-old mover, which means I move stuff and people into their houses. That's about all there is to me.
What do you do?
I'm a pretty simple man.
Yeah,
in my
same.
spare time, I annihilate people at Mortal Kombat, and I go to the gym, and I try to think about stuff that I'm going to do because I've kind of fried my brain from all the drugs I've done, so I'm not very creative anymore.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I would want you to elaborate on that, but I don't know if YouTube's going to ban us. So maybe for another podcast, maybe. I don't know. But Coco, how about
YouTube
you?
don't want you to hear this.
Yeah, bro. YouTube censorship. All right.
Here's what the YouTube admins don't want you to hear.
Yeah, bro.
I will say though, there is an entire you ever heard of Goblin?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what Garrett is. But all right, my friend Garrett.
His entire channel is just based off a story, or it's just based on him telling stories about all the stupid shit that he's done while being a drug addict. And he makes a shit ton of money from it. So, just putting that out there.
All right. Coco, you introduce yourself. So, what's your name, or what can I call you? How old you are? Maybe something else, something people might want to know about you, something like that.
Yeah. I'm Rafi. I'm 15 years old, and I kind of just live and do school and do a Discord, I guess. There's also this project I work on every now and then. This is a game I'm developing, but I haven't got much progress done on it. Still in very early stages, and yeah, that's about it.
Why haven't you been working on it?
Why have I what?
Why haven't you been working on it?
I have. If you check my devlog, you'll see it's pretty frequently updated. It's just that I'm trying to learn how to do the coding for the thing, because as of now, my understanding is so rudimentary I can barely do the things that I'm envisioning to do.
What's the theme of this game? I know this isn't self-improvement theme, but I'm kind of curious. But
I'm thinking how to say it without spoiling anything. But if you're okay with it, then I guess I could.
I don't really care. I'm probably not gonna play. I don't play games like that anymore.
Yeah. So it's set around this premise of I don't know. Do I have to explain 10 minutes of game lore in the self-improvement podcast? Explaining lore will take up a lot of time.
Just like a short little notes.
Okay, in summary, some guy and his uncle, their village gets attacked, and they're trying to figure out who did it, and they're gonna try and stop him. A very rudimentary explanation makes it sound boring.
sorry, I was texting someone. My bad, y'all.
That's
But Miles, do you play any video games?
Of course,
He just
Mortal
said Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
said it.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely beastly at it too.
yeah,
That's how I know I'm still smart.
yeah. I feel you. But
You gotta think in these games. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know that I still got something to me.
you just fucking button mash.
Max.
Nah. Doesn't work on me.
Rough. What's your opinion on video games, Coco?
I think that as long as you don't overdo it and you're not doing it too much as a form of escapism and stuff, then it's fine. And I think that it can actually be beneficial, like in my case, where I'm learning from the games I've played to develop my own game and to do that for my own benefits, right? You can profit off that and stuff.
Interesting. So, what got you into game development?
It's just because, if you've played a lot of games after a long time, you eventually start to think of your own ideas for what game you would make. And then once you're obsessed enough, you just start doing it and making it reality as much as you can.
Did you ever have any prior experience with coding before this game, or? Coco.
Like the engine I'm working with is Game Maker, so none of that is useful for this.
You don't code?
I know some very basic coding. That's why I'm trying to improve my skills in order to make the proper programs and stuff.
That makes sense. Miles, what would you say to someone who's trying to improve their social skills and make more friends?
I'm not the person to ask this question. I have no friends.
Yeah, I feel you.
Kidding. Just talk to more people. That's about it. Everyone's heard that before, of course, and I'm saying that because I've heard that. I'm honestly still at the point where I'm not really sure how to make friends as an adult, because it's like I'm not meeting new people every day, and the new people I do meet, I don't really want to talk to them and shit, you know?
I feel you.
Yeah, same.
I do think that is what's the word? How do I put this? That God fucking damn it!
You're good,
Sorry,
bro.
drop something.
We got half an hour.
Let's see. So one thing too is that it's you don't need to just focus on making friends, and I think that for a lot of people that want to work on self-improvement, they should actually be focusing more on themselves at first.
Yeah, true.
Because do you want to go out and potentially meet the love of your life while you're still not interesting whatsoever, and you haven't done shit?
Yeah.
You know. That's why I prefer to, work on myself. That's why I spend most of my days by myself. What's the word? I'd say learning is actually a really good, that's a good thing to have if you want to make friends, because when you know a whole bunch of shit, you can make good conversation. You could drop little factoids into the conversation. It makes you seem more interesting than you might actually be. You ever talk to somebody that just they just constantly drop little facts? It keeps you invested, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we're at the half hour mark.
Plus, the more you know, of course, the more you know, then you yourself become more interesting.
All right, fellas, we're at half an hour.
Of course.
All right.
Time goes by so fast.
Yeah, bro. All right, Coco, do you have anything you want to talk about with your podcast?
With the what? Base talks?
Yeah, talk about that if you want to, a little bit.
Yeah. So, like, I think it's been a year ago, me and some other guy, Nico, we started a self-improvement podcast where we would, like, talk about things similar to this one, you know?
Yeah. Would you like to elaborate?
I think, like, yeah. To elaborate, that's basically what it is.
No, I said elaborate, like continue to talk about it.
I don't know what else to talk about.
Well, just tell me about like
Unless
your
I were
journey,
to,
like how many subscribers or viewers or what?
In the entire time of the channel, we had like what, 30 something subscribers. Let me actually look at the channel right now. I have it open. Wait.
Sorry, y'all.
You could have a celebrity on. What celebrity would it be?
Good question. Oh, for what? This podcast or?
Either or.
Fuck.
Andrew Tate.
Nah, easy way to get views, bro. Hell yeah. I feel like I'd want to interview like some politician because I feel like it'd be a very interesting thing to talk about and people would want to watch it. And not a lot of politicians, like governors or fucking mayors, I don't know, really do those long form conversations where they sit down and talk like that. I mean, there's a couple people, like, but the newer guys that are trying to run for president, but it's not a lot of people. But
I need Trump on the podcast.
that would be dope. But, I don't know. He's a bit out of my league. But
That's a small mindset right there. It's all about the mindset.
yeah, I mean, I know.
You
but
gotta believe.
Man is the mindset.
You gotta believe that you can get Trump on the podcast.
The man is the mindset.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like,
That's
there's
what
a whole.
Sticky Ricky taught me.
All right. But like, there's a whole networking aspect is like exchange of value. I mean, I could interview fucking some B-level celebrity and I'd get more benefit out of it than they'd get out of me. Cuz this is literally episode 1, so it's not like we got a whole lot going on here. I was actually talking to someone I was trying to interview or trying to get on the podcast. I might show my DMs here real quick. Hold up. Nah, I won't. But, never mind. He blocked me. But, he was talking about he wanted to get on the podcast, and then I said, we don't have any episodes, and then he blocked me. And it was just the weirdest interaction, because I was like, what the fuck? A little bit of a side tangent there. But
Why would he block you for?
I don't know. It was a weird interaction.
Who doesn't want to be a day one appearance?
Yeah, bro. My day one
If the
homies.
podcast
right?
gets big, you can say you were there from day one.
Yeah. I
What
don't
a
know.
dumbass. This guy isn't thinking about his future. You could get
Bro,
some
you
money out of
see the
that.
big picture. Yeah.
It's all about the money. 100%.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about sending a message.
Spider-Man.
No, it's about the money.
What are you fucking Spider?
It's all about the Mets, Spider-Man. Mets.
That's not from Spider-Man, buddy.
Of the Mets.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're
The Mets.
The Mets,
you
like
never seen
the baseball team?
you never
Yeah.
you never seen
the
that?
baseball team.
What are you talking about? I have no fucking
Yeah.
idea.
It's this bit with Kingpin where he's like, it's not always about the money, Spider-Man. And then
Oh.
it cuts to him being like, it's about the Mets, baby, love the Mets.
Nah, I've never
Let's
seen
go, baby, Mets.
It's a real goof in a gap, if you know what I'm saying.
that. Nah, I thought you were talking about the,
Yeah.
the scene in Batman where Joker burns that big pile of money.
He was a fool for doing that. He could have done so much good with that money.
It's Joker. What the fuck was he gonna do?
Well, exactly. You wouldn't expect him to do something good. That's when he hits you with the best thing you've ever seen. Donates it to kids with cancer.
That's crazy. All right. Okay. So how's that moving job going? Like, what do you think about day to day, Miles?
I really, really enjoy it, actually. It's like generally, that's about the only time of my day that I feel good. And I've thought about it, and I've come to believe that it's because I get to spend so much time outside.
Getting all that vitamin D.
Getting all the vitamin D and shit like that. Plus, it makes me feel like I'm actually worth something, because like when I'm not at work, because I live in a garage, you see. I don't get too much social interaction and all that, so I'm not.
Yeah, you should go out more.
I should, but what am I gonna do?
Whatever you want.
I don't know what I want.
You don't want to go
I just
outside
wanna-
and get some sunlight?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, because I have taken that into account, the fact that being outside makes me feel good. So on my days off, I'll sit outside and read comic books for a bit,
Nerd.
because it's Invincible. You
Hell
tell me
yeah.
that you don't like Invincible?
I do. I mean, I watched a YouTube video that spoiled like the whole comic series, so I'm not really that interested anymore. It was some like
You'd still be caught off guard. Trust me.
yeah. I mean,
I've
there's
seen
certain
those videos too.
yeah. I mean, there's certain things that we can't discuss on a YouTube episode, but I might record some videos for Rumble, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've heard of it.
It's like it's not Andrew Tate's platform, but he posts all of his videos there because he got banned from YouTube, and they pay they pay more than YouTube does. So I might make some videos and post it on there as well. So that's pretty rad. But it's less censorship and all that. I can't post shit that shouldn't be on YouTube, but some stuff that YouTube would just ban me for, straight up talking about like drugs or guns or I don't know. I could post on Rumble. So
Well, you can talk about drugs on YouTube.
yeah, but it's just like age
there's a whole YouTube
restricted.
space for it.
All
No,
that
they're
stuff.
not age restricted. I've been watching those videos since I was like 7.
Well, demonetized. I know
Really?
people have issues with that, but we got
True.
10 minutes until 6 p.m. If my friend Garrett doesn't join, then who knows? I might call him in a little bit, but anyways, trying to think of something to talk about. Wait, so Miles, why don't you go outside? Why don't you try and talk to people?
You just said
Well,
why.
for starters, what's the word? There's not really like the neighborhood I live in, because I go outside and go for walks and shit like that. But the neighborhood that I live in, it's kind of like it's just houses and houses. Like I'm deep in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So walking isn't really gonna do much for me, and I don't really want to go up to like random people outside and talk to them.
yeah.
So most of the time, I just try to, like, if I can, I want to hang out with friends, because
Yeah.
that's something that makes me feel good. I do like being social at times.
Yeah. Do you have a lot
But,
of friends where you live?
Not a lot, but I have enough.
That
I
makes
would
sense.
like to get some more. That way, what's the word? That way, more people could see how awesome I am,
That makes sense.
because it's all about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw you a little bit of a curveball here. How are you with women?
So bad that I switched to men.
That's crazy.
Kidding.
That's crazy.
I'm switching back to women now.
I feel you. Not really.
Bro is switching sides more than Italy.
Yo, what's up, Twiz?
Hey, Thunder.
Yo, what's good, bro? I didn't think you were gonna join yet. We have like 20 minutes left for this podcast. We can record another hour, but you there?
Oh, so like you were doing it and you didn't think I'd be here?
Kind of. I mean, we can record it. We can be here for longer. I mean, do you? I guess you don't know who Garrett is. You might, but my friend.
I know a
Garrett.
guy named.
I know.
He's a rapist.
I don't know anyone here. I just joined.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. But what do you say? All right,
We call him the Toucher
all right. Chill out, Miles.
because he
Calm
touches
down.
people
Calm
without
down.
a.
Oh, yeah?
Calm down.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
All right. I'm not trying to get banned. All right. So, Twiz, I want you to introduce yourself. So,
My name is Tyler. I am a 30-year-old blue-collar worker. I started on self-improvement probably when I was a teenager, a really long time ago, and I've been working on it with my dad, who I call Elder Bro, ever since. So, yeah, that's pretty much my story.
what's your job
And I
like?
go to therapy now, so
What's
yeah,
your job
that's
like?
my thing. Let's see. Working in mitigation is very cool because I get to use my hands, and also be productive. So I'm somewhat passionate since I'm getting to pursue my interest of building something, and kind of they will come. I'm destroying something and then rebuilding it, as per our company, but it's helping people out in the end, which is my end goal for life. My purpose here, I feel like, is just to help people however I can, and being productive is the best way to do that.
Interesting. Would you want to elaborate further on what you do for your job?
Yeah, so sure. So mitigate is a verb that means to cut out the damage, or mitigate actually means to minimize the damage. But what we do is, after a flood were to happen or a fire, either the firemen come in and put out the fire, or a flood, there's literally water. So in either scenario, your house gets destroyed because of water. My crew will come in and take out all the wet material, drywall, your floor, and those are the two main things. But anything else that needs reconstruction, we'll tear down and get to the essential structure, the framing of the house. We will dry it with our big-ass dehumidifiers and fans of such. And then once it's dry, we will also put back the drywall and the flooring and things. So it's like internal demolition is really how I phrase it, to be short and sweet.
How'd you get into that job?
I pretty much was just looking for a good community, and I found it because of the people. I was recommended because my former boss's friend actually was looking to recruit people who fit his culture, is what he calls it at work, and I gave it a shot and never looked back.
Interesting. Is that like a well-paying job, or?
I would say for what I do, it's pretty mid. I don't really know because I've never ventured into other companies to see, but from what I heard, it may be a bit higher than normal. Now we do have bonus incentives. If we were to get a set number of jobs done in a month. So there's the bonus, that's always good, but they provide insurance, and not only that, man, I always got to keep coming back to the people. The culture is really good, and so I'm at my job for good people, and I mean I'm doing okay to good work, as in I actually care about my job, so that's good. When you put the people and something you care about together, it becomes something you'd like to do for the rest of your life. So I think I'm set.
So I see you run the USA self-improvement server, right?
Yes.
How'd you get started with that?
So about 3 years ago, and time flies in my industry now, so it could have been 4. But when this guy named Hamza was a up-and-coming YouTuber, he was probably about 23, 24, and I was probably 27. And he got me started. He kind of has a cult-like mentality, you could say. His people do follow
It literally
him.
says join the cult.
Yeah,
It's not subtle at all.
phrases it as a cult. But anyways, I was into all the self-improvement. I thought I had never found anybody besides me and my father who were on self-improvement so diligently. And so I have been following self-improvement and stoicism for a while. And I thought this guy provided a good mix and a good way for me to stay motivated. His videos on YouTube were quite motivating to me. And after about a year and a half, I was given approval to start a USA section of basically a branch off of what he does by people inside his Discord. I never talked to him directly, but I talked to his people on Discord. So I guess he knows of me. And so I've been running that for a year and a half or 2 now. I'm not really good at math, but anyways, I've got people under me. I kind of structured the system like a business. So I have the staff that's directly under me. There's only about 2 to 3 people that I supremely trust, but they do have people under them. So as of now, there's probably about 5, and then it goes even deeper than that, and it's structured like a business. So those people just manage their people, and as the leader, I'm always going to be here to help out, but those guys pretty much run it for me now.
That's cool. Have you made any money from the server?
I have not monetized the server. I've thought about selling merch as a way to kind of like reminders, like subtle reminders are key. So things such as wristbands or necklaces, that's I don't know, things from Adonis to if someone's real, Christian, what would Jesus do? Or, anything of that sort that would kind of relate to SI or self-improvement, as we call it. So, I thought about doing that merch, but on the same token, I don't think anything should have to be sold. I think self-improvement is a self-journey, and it should kind of be not encouraged by monetary value. But if I could find a healthy medium and a way to do that, I would. I just haven't put in the time. I'm a little lazy.
I feel you. So, what have been some of your struggles with that server?
The server, it seems to be going a little better now with the next generation, it seems, of people that have moved up. But originally, my biggest struggle was getting people to understand it's not all about just working out and looking like a Chad. And basically red pill, treating women like trash, that type of thing. I had the biggest struggle promoting balance. And the reason I wanted to do that is because, as I've said, I, as well as my father, have been working on my own self-improvement, much less his. But both of those, we've been working on them for quite some time. So I've known that balance is the key. And I've definitely practiced some policies that, for example, I'm on spirituality, and so things of that nature, the balance of those, and incorporating more than just looking like a Chad and being practically, big enough to attract a woman. Things are definitely way more important than that. So I definitely struggled for a long bit trying to promote that.
Interesting. Speaking about women, I know I asked Miles this earlier, but how are you doing with women, Tyler?
I seem to attract a lot of women because of my personality. I guess you would say extrovertedness, because of my being social with everyone else. They kind of see that and they're attracted to that. Definitely a masculine frame. When you become one with yourself and much more leadership, they tend to flock to you because they see that. Let's see. And I mean, on top of that, I'm cute as a button, dude. Cute as a button.
All right. Okay, we're gonna talk about Coco.
Let me see.
Let you see. maybe later.
All right, fellas, we got like 10 minutes left for the podcast. I can record another episode if you want. We can do like a 5 or 10 minute like intermission to go get food, get drinks, go to the bathroom, something like that. But if not, you can just leave if you want. But Coco, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, or one question about how are you doing with women so far. I know you're 15, so you may not have any experience, but what are your thoughts on it? Like, you got any like girls you're talking to or something like that? You there, Coco?
Yes, I am. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. Your mic cut out.
I said I simply don't do that yet.
I feel you. That makes sense. So, how are you doing with self-improvement in school? I know some of my friends who are like in high school, they're struggling with that. Do you have any tips for how to manage doing self-improvement plus just managing schoolwork or something like that? Coco, you there?
Yes, I am. Did you hear what I said?
No, you cut out, bro. You keep cutting out.
I just said, no, I don't have any advice for that because I'm going to be quite frank. I don't do very well in school.
Yeah, I feel you. I fucking dropped out of high school, bro. I completely understand. Oh, Miles, Tyler, or Lord Twisness is showing his face. Bro, got the gold chain on, bro. Oh my gosh.
Ah, kiss you.
Bro's an Italian gangster.
He kind of looks like that guy from Despicable Me. I don't remember his name, but I'll find a picture.
Victor?
Yeah, that's... You fucking knew it firsthand. That's crazy. How do I do this?
No.
Yo, what's up, bro?
I get Tobey Maguire a lot.
Oh, you sound like... Hold on.
I can see that.
Tobey
actually.
Maguire.
Looks like this guy. All right, folks.
Tobey Maguire, more like Blow Me Maguire.
All right, buddy. Calm down. This
Hell
guy.
yeah, brother.
This guy. I can see it. Oh, shit. So, Tyler, what are some tips for people who want to start a self-improvement server for Discord?
First of all, if I were to go back and do it, I would say why. Because I'm even at the point where I'm like, why did I begin? So
I completely
I would ask
understand,
yourself why, as in what's the purpose? Well, we know what the purpose is. Ask yourself why you would want to extend your reach. Because honestly, self-improvement is for the individual. So the best thing is to have a group of guys, let's say 6, that are really close to you, And at that point, self-improvement is on you guys. So if you want to be out here selling secrets, which is really what it boils down to, why would you want to do that? If it's for monetary value, I can kind of understand that. I still think it's a cop-out, but real success comes from building yourself alongside your friends.
So how you stuttered there real quick, my bad. How have you been doing with the making friends side of self-improvement, at least in real life?
I had in my mid-20s some friends. In my lower 20s, I definitely had some, and in my teens, I even had people that I would lead. Throughout all those years, I had students, I had pupils with spirituality, I had people that were, mentally inferior to me. Although they were bigger, they would still learn from me and respect what I had to say. I even helped teach my siblings grow up. That I have a checkered past. But I would say now that I'm 29, I won't be 30 until July, but I would say now into my 30s, I probably won't have anything more than a big circle, a small circle, if I do ever get one, because at my age and the self-improvement I'm on, I believe those two combined make it very hard to be able to find people that are actually on my level.
I feel you. Fellas, I think I'm going to end it here. I got to go do something real quick. If you want, we can record another episode in like 5 or 10 minutes. If you want, Tyler, Coco, and Miles, if y'all have time for like another hour, if you want, or...
I would be down, but I got to go to the gym.
All right, you can, we'll record something later.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I showered, I ate dinner, so I'm in for the long haul at this point.
Anyways, I'm going to talk to the subscribers real quick, or the viewers. All right, y'all. If y'all like this episode, make sure to leave it in the comments. Make sure you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, or comment on whatever you liked in this podcast. I'm going to record another one in an hour.
How's my mic volume, by the way, Thunder?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like 5 minutes to record another episode. All right, fellas, if you enjoyed it, let me know. Make sure to leave a like. Discord invite is going to be in the description, Pantheon. So if you want to join, send me a DM, and we can schedule a podcast together, an interview. If you want me to interview you, talk about whatever. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later.